here, and today, well, this is part 2 of the first video you saw on AllProRP. Server is booming with 22 people, barely any LEOs on. I should click in to be an LEO, but I am still coughing my brains out. I prefer not to cough when I'm in the middle of a radio transmission. So, yeah. We'll keep moving on. We're gonna go do our own RP, and we're gonna click in to be Group 6 Security, which, if you don't know, Group 6 Security has federal jurisdiction because it handles armored cars. Although we do have contracts to patrol the airfield, Yellowjack, Recycling Center, Dollar Pills, and a couple more in Paleto Bay. We also have a Los Santos division, which my friend CJ will run whenever that time comes. And in that section, we haven't discovered properties other than Maze Bank, the arena, a couple of gas stations that are big, you know, stuff like that, the truck stop, that stuff, and the bus yard. We patrol those primarily in the city. Out here in the county, it's just the two airfields, Grapeseed and this, I almost forgot Grapeseed, Yellowjack, Dollar Pills, and the Recycling Center. So today I'm also going to be switching from my character Chad Drazen to my character. And we will get our vehicle. We will be using the Group 6 Charger. Sounds amazing. Also, I can go Code Amber if need be. Did it save my loadout? No, it didn't. /EUP. National Guard, SASP, or SAHP. I need security. There we go, security. Male security uniform. There we go. So I got my base uniform, I just had to add the extras. But it did not add my stripes. So modify skin textures. Suit and jacket. Nope, badges. Drawable 3. No. Number 2. Yep. I'm the supervisor for Group 6 in this area. Not the corporal. Supervisor. So, I'm a veteran operator, apparently, no. Vehicles, owned vehicles. We'll set as owned. I will go to my LEO toolbox now. Loadouts, equip my loadout. Unless, yep, I knew it. Have to go to my menu here and get rid of the musket. I got my AR, shotgun. What do I? Oh. Every time it switches me to a new area, I get another gun. Yep, got all the guns I deleted. There it is. Taser, my pistol. Alright, I think we're good to go as Group 6. Now, I don't have the Group 6 CAD yet. I do plan on requesting that if that's a Civ thing. Now, the way Group 6 operates is that we have to lock our cars if we're leaving it, or if we're leaving towards a far distance. Other than that, we are going to go guard our properties. Now, obviously, they're doing an RP scene at the Yellowjack, so I'm not going to stop them and hold them up. So, yep. And since we are on private property, I get to run my ambers. What we do here, or the techniques you'll see me do, is how we troll the the airfield. Just zoom down this. We check the landing strip itself with our ambers. We go pretty fast. I mean, there's normally nobody in this area. We just drive around and make sure there's nobody hidden in the center or on the sides here with like an AK or something ready to shoot down a plane. Because that's the last thing we want. No planes will be shot down here under my watch, or CJ's if he's doing Group 6. Now it's time to take the rear-wheel drive overpowered Charger off-road. This is going to be a fun one. So a part of Group 6's contract with the airfield through the property owner. We have to patrol these side roads to make sure there's, again, nobody on the outer areas. Because when a plane's taking off, it goes up, not right through here. I missed my turn. Keep forgetting it's here. People can easily just stand here with a gun and just be ready to shoot planes down. So this road is a part of the Group 6 contract with the property owner and the county. As I go through each property, I'll explain a little bit about the back history on it and how it's done, why we do it, where we do it. Just try my best to put a little backstory to it for you all, so you can get an idea of why I do what I'm doing. And then we enter into city property, turn off the code ambers, and now we head to the abandoned motel to do our next patrol. And are you turning? You are. Thank you. Now also, I've caught myself needing to be assistance to the police because there's not enough police in the area, or because, well, I'm a LEO. Okay. Well, you don't have a stop sign, but thank you. See, this thing doesn't have a straight horn. It's lights, which I wish would change, but whatever. So, now that we're at the abandoned motel, we just drive around the outside here as Group 6. We'll cut through here, and we'll turn down this little corridor. This technically would have been a driving area, or concrete. But, come through here, we would check that. We'll just say that was already checked for today, since I'm just doing a quick example. Come over here. Check the pool, make sure nobody's swimming in the poo water, because the homeless like to poo and pee in that water. That would be disgusting if somebody were to be in there. Now our next stop would be the boathouse. That was the other place I forgot, because I can't remember all of them right off the top. They come to me as I drive near them. Don't know why, don't ask. Oh, forgot to turn my lights off. Accidents happen. So here is a tricky one, because there's a lot of areas to hide. We just drive through the parking lot, make sure there's no illegally parked vehicles, even though I'm not too concerned about that. The way the property owners have told us, we must hit every person with trespassing. Me being the supervisor, I have the final say in that. I can say, well, if they were cooperative with you, officer, you can cut them a break, and we don't have to hit them with trespassing. I did some jank stuff there. But if they're not cooperative with the police, well, then we have them removed and let the officer handle it from there. So from here, we would get out of the car, search the pool, search the back area with our flashlight. But again, I'm just doing this as a quick example, and then I'll actually do the exact RP involving the Group 6. Now, I'm not gonna be too strict. If people are using the old motel parking lot to turn around, no big deal. I'm not gonna pester them for that. The 24/7 is another area that we're allowed to look into, but it's not a huge concern right now because it's not even being used. Don't know what that dude is doing. So I am going to head to the recycling center and do my final patrol there, and we'll head to Harmony. I don't go into Grapeseed too often because there's nobody out there doing RP, so there would be no point for me. Well, there would be a point bringing RP out there. So the way we patrol the scrapyard, just drive through, go through the gate without dinging up the car too much. Now if I wreck a car, I have to spawn in my Crown Vic and use that. And the Crown Vic's a little slow as the Group 6, but as LEO it's amazing. But we just drive through here with our takedowns on, check the back area, make sure nobody's back there, because obviously there's stuff around here that you could get extremely hurt on, and we don't want to see people get hurt. The whole point of us patrolling these properties is to keep people off so they don't get hurt, so that way they don't sue the property owner or sue the police, because we do have cameras hidden in these areas that people don't know about. Mainly there would be hidden in obvious areas, but not obvious beyond that. We would check inside there, but there's security cameras, and there's also a person in there. For example, what I mean by security cameras guarding, at the airfield there's a side area. This person claimed that an officer touched them inappropriately. Our security camera picked up the incident and declared otherwise. Now you can argue this in the comments, but I'm RPing that this security has, like, we have the advanced security systems here, and yeah. So yeah, this goes to a I try to take this to a like full-on legit extent. Try to make it more in-depth. That water tower has a camera on it, so this area was covered, and obviously that person was arrested for a few different things. Also, as Group 6, if there's an incident on the property owners have requested we get a report on it, like if somebody was arrested on the property, why were they on the property, what were they injured, just simple stuff like that. It doesn't need to be a full-on police report, it just needs to be a simple thing in writing just indicating that's what it was and what went on. Now hopefully when this video comes out, which I think I'll upload this one first and then my open carry one second, because the open carry was kind of mediocre, and I wasn't too fond of it, but fond enough that it could be uploaded. We also patrol around this area, make sure nobody's messing with the radar dishes. How do you think we know when hurricanes come? That's my role. That's Bolingbrook Penitentiary. We do not have jurisdiction there or a contract. Literally, the Group 6 contracts basically state that we are to patrol and secure the properties. Any company coming into the for example, if somebody needs to rent out the airfield, they need to get a permit through us and us only. They can't go through the property manager, because we're contracted to guard that property. And the whole point is that we need to make sure nobody gets hurt or sued. So yeah, that's why I'm taking this RP to a full deep extent. That was desync, so that didn't happen. So yeah, we'll also swing through here, check, make sure this is another one of our properties right across from the 68, the car lot. We fly past here, just look in, make sure nothing strange is going on. Then we pull out, go down to the dollar pills. Ooh, these chargers get up and go quickly. So yeah, I probably repeated a couple sentences there and probably lost you guys, but I hope some of this will clear up things when I do these RPs with as Group 6. That's the extent I'm taking it to. Full on legit federal style Group 6. Because obviously Group 6 is federal because it handles armored vehicles. I said that earlier. Most people don't know that, but we do. We do armored vehicles as well, so it's federal. And I hope if people from AllProRP watch my video here, they will understand the concept I'm putting behind this and understand I don't mean it to be malicious or to be rude. I'm doing this as a courtesy and to help the police, if anything. Now coming down West Joshua, that property is not on our list to patrol, neither is that one. Stab City isn't, because that's not a business. So now I'll make my rounds either to Grapeseed, which we only have the airfield out there under our jurisdiction as Group 6. And, yeah. I could have taken the dirt road, but Chargers and dirt don't go together. Now, this place, we're technically allowed to. This is our hub, I would say. I'm going to call this our hub. So, in the CAD, I'm going to change my address to 1008 West Joshua. So, we're going to go to my character here. 1008 West. Is it West Joshua? Yeah, West Joshua. Joshua. Proper spelling. West Joshua Road. Yep, that's good. Change the address. We're good there. Out of the CAD now. This is our hub. Group 6 owns this facility. So we come here, get our cars fixed, cleaned, yada yada yada. We take it to a far extent here at Group 6. And, yep. We will be, moving on now. Go back onto our patrol and get our patrol our properties. And again, I hope if anybody does Group 6, they follow my my ideas and my path to give them inspiration to hopefully do it legit like I am. Even some people might argue this isn't legit. That's not how Group 6 works. Well, RP is the point of what you make it to be, not what somebody else makes it. I'm flashing my lights there. That dude's driving half off the road, half on the road. That's sketch. So, I'm trying to bring a couple of different styles of RP to the server. Give people some type of action, some type of knowledge and stuff from my time in other communities. That being said, I hope I can make the people of AllPro happy and have a good experience with my style of RP. Like I said earlier in the video, I don't mean malicious intent on anybody. So yeah. Now I am going to go past the 24/7 because that is on today's route and I need gas. I know my gas meter's not that far empty. I know my gas meter's not that far empty, but I like to keep it filled up in case I need to get somewhere quick. I wish these cars had ELS and different light pattern because it uses the state patrol light pattern right now with no ELS. I think that guy's setting up for an RP, so I'm not gonna pester him too much. Just drive by and check. Now, the Group 6 that falls under my jurisdiction, which is Blaine County, I'm the supervisor for Blaine County for Group 6. My jurisdiction uses chargers with, well, mine has ALPRs apparently, but my jurisdiction in Blaine County uses chargers. Los Santos uses chargers, which is CJ, a friend of mine, so that's his jurisdiction when we do Group 6. He just comes to Blaine County to assist me. So, you know, help each other out. Group 6. That person seems to be... Yeah, AI's dying over here. And I'm coughing. Now, people argue that this gas station is not a part of the airfield, but property lines indicate that it is. Because if you look, that fence is using the warehouse or the hangar as a fence. So that means the property lines are connected, which makes this one whole property. The only thing that's not our property is, well, I would have, well, actually, right here is debatable. The only thing that's not our property would have to be anything past this road. So where I'm at, it's not Group 6 jurisdiction, that's Blaine County. Yeah, there's still fences there. Now, Group 6 is an armed security guard service. We are issued a pistol, a taser, a baton, and a flashlight, and a shotgun. ARs are brought in from personal. They are allowed in the Group 6, but they have to be your personal weapon. The way our radios work, they bounce off of the car's antenna. So if we're more than 100 feet away from the vehicle, our radios will be static key and will come in clear. Also, our cars have built-in Wi-Fi, so our phones operate through that as well. I have Verizon as my phone carrier in-game, so my phone has coverage. Verizon is a great company. And then the other company is Spit. Yep, Spit is the second worst, the first worst company in the area. And there's H Mobile. They're pretty good. I don't have H Mobile. I like my Team Red or Orange, whatever you want to call it.
If you're gonna go 10-8,
and then we have BTT. And BTT stands for Best Telephone Company. There you go. So that's the phone carriers in Los Santos I've learned about. I went with Verizon because Verizon's pretty good, I heard. I know I'm blabbering, but I'm just trying to give some backstories here. Now that person, it looks like it's trespassing on Group 6 property. Police interaction. Here you go.
Just dealing with some stuff.
Oh, darn it, I probably need to grab my permit for Groupie 6 dude here. Hey, Jack, you want to tell him we have the permit?
Hey guys. I'm just stopping
Hey,
by.
you want to patrol one more property?
I have 2 more on my list. I just need to just make sure you guys have tower clearance.
Yep.
Groupie 6 over there.
Is everything fine here?
I mean Yellow Jack. There, that might need some patrolling.
That is off my contract for today. I have to wait
Oh yeah.
for the
There you
property owner to contact us again.
if you want to look at the papers.
I don't need any
Property owner
permit.
was just right there.
I don't need any permits for you to have an airplane on a airfield. I just need to make sure you guys had contact with the tower, and they know that you're gonna take
oh, yeah,
off.
yeah, we do.
Okay. Just
I
coming
have
in to
all
check
my
in.
stuff in order and set up.
Yep. Now that guy should not be on the airfield.
Yep, I got it.
Thank you. He was trespassing. So guys,
If you would like a luxury ride at some point, come pop in. We'll even give you a discount since you know you're the ones that'll keep this airfield safe.
I might have to take you up on that offer when I'm not on duty. So guys, have a safe flight. Have fun. I would say look out for the Grapeseed airfield that has not been cleared today. So I don't know what's going on in that area. I'm only one person.
Yeah.
I have 5 properties to keep under my watch today. So stay clear of Grapeseed and you should be good.
Oh yeah.
Alright.
Well,
have a safe flight.
Thank you, sir. Keep us in mind if you ever want to ride.
Oh, I will. Now see, that is how interactions go. They don't need permits to take off. I just need to make sure they made contact with the tower so they won't get hurt. Patrolled the lot. Made sure everything was good. Saw an airplane, saw police interaction. If something was going on, I had to make sure it was all legit. I'm gonna stop and ask these guys a question.
Yeah, was everything fine? Who is driving it? Yeah, well, but I think he just sees Lambda and uses Spanners. Yes, he is. Matt, I'm banning you from modding.
Or RP together and they're fine. So.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I've just been watching.
Okay.
Just
yeah.
I'm gonna go now, but...
Yeah, sorry, but it's just like I get a report
Hey,
and
it's
I
okay,
get
man.
blown up. So these are the and
Hey, officer.
So
Bye-bye.
Is anybody around
Y'all
here
want me
that
to
has
get rid of the fences?
jurisdiction in this area?
Right here.
Okay.
These men own it.
Okay. I just need to make sure because Yellowjack was previously on our contract list to patrol, make sure the property was safe.
hey, it's all fine. Hey, it's all fine, man.
Check the property.
I just need to just check out back because that's one area where people like to hide car bombs.
Girl,
Yeah,
you
just
look
go on, man.
jank as hell.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can check.
Just need to take a quick look. I'm not gonna do any digging. Literally, just
Ah,
gonna
yeah, it's
pull
okay.
in peace.
Hey, what's up? We know it's. No.
Uh,
Dude,
who is this guy?
Leave. This.
Oh, thought that was a non-destructible. It looks clear. Like I said, I'm not gonna pester them too much.
Oh, shit, boy.
Just wanted to take a quick glance to make sure there was no bombs or RPGs being stored in the back. Property owner gets upset, but if they're property owner, then now I'm gonna go make my round to the recycling center because that's how we Group 6 do. Now see, interactions like that, peaceful, just handled business, let them know that I had a previous contract with Yellowjack, the previous owner Sandra. I didn't tell them the previous owner's name, but because obviously if they own it now, they probably already know. But it's not my place to ask questions about who owns what or who drives where. It's just if they're on one of my contracted properties, I gotta stop them. Well, there's a back entrance here. I did not know that. I will remember that, because that is good to know. I think I found a good area for Chad Drazen here. When I go to pull my other character out. So now that we've done our property check there, okay, I'm gonna do some illegal stuff here. I have no patience for that truck. Dollar Pills is open for business, so they have their cameras running. Dollar Pills only wants us for nighttime use, or nighttime patrolling. Airfield is 24/7, and so is the motel. So that is my next stop, is the motel. So as I drive there, I'm going to explain a little bit. This video is coming out as soon as I'm done recording it. I'm going to edit it a little bit. Just slap in an intro, outro. Go in, cut out a couple of little bits here and there if I need to. And then I will upload it. I also plan on doing Battlefield 5 and possibly Call of Duty. Call of Duty does get laggy, surprisingly. But yeah, you should be expecting to see more 5M on AllPro. They have been extremely kind, extremely professional, and I've had fun every moment on the server. So you should be expecting to see more content come from the server and me on here. Especially when I'm fully recovered and I have my voice 100% back. Right now I'm at like 80% with tons of coughing. So yeah, I'm gonna head back to Hub and get my vehicle cleaned and get those scratches buffed out. As long as it's not like heavy damage, I don't have to switch vehicles. Like if my vehicle, if it's visually totaled, then obviously I'm gonna swap it out, but yeah, that's the extent of that. Now there's no police on the street. They'll just do a little bit of a poll here. This Charger's amazing. I love it. Love the model. I just don't like the light pattern. So, all repaired. I am going to lower my window so I can talk to people without having to roll it down. People don't notice. Those windows are closed. My window is not. I never keep it closed, although I should. But you know what they say. Now I am getting low frame rate for some reason. Apparently I'm getting 38. Normally get 50, but you know, it's okay to push through. This is a 50 zone here, so I should be alright. Put cruise control on because they do have cruise. And there's shots fired. And this is the way I have to go to get to the boathouse. Somebody had an oopsie. I'm just gonna flip around and see if they need help cleaning that up, because it looks like somebody broke something.
Just,
You good?
Would you delete half the map? Oh yeah, perfectly fine. I hate mine.
Why is there a bunch
you
of...
delete half of Ace Looker. Don't.
Alright. Okay.
Just don't even.
I'm not gonna question it. I'm just now wondering who has that
Yeah,
model
just to say
saved.
someone decided to drop a bunch of cars on me.
Oh,
Take
that's
197
nice.
God mode.
Oh, and
Oh, they're trying to tell me that. I'm
Yeah.
not ID 197. Okay.
Okay. Well, you officers stay safe and good luck with all these nice,
Oh,
high-valued vehicles in the middle of the
Thanks.
street.
Yeah.
I gotta fix why my name
So,
doesn't come on. That's
because
aggravating me.
that wasn't a property I have to patrol, I move on to the boathouse. Now, if there's an incident on one of the properties, I do have to be, I have to get an incident report. So, luckily I didn't have to do that there. I just ran over a tire. During the day, there's not many people hiding out in the back of the boathouse, so I'm not too concerned about that. So we'll just call it that. I'm gonna undeafen real quick in Discord and see what's going on.
Unplug it,
What
plug it
did I
back
miss?
in.
I'm still recording, so you guys are gonna be in the recording. But what's going on? I'll be right back.
We're going to the aircraft carrier.
Hmm. Is the server still popping? Yeah, it's still going. Forgot to turn my lights off. So now I am going to be pulling into the airfield, which excuse me, sir. Give him a sec, he might be having audio issues. Which is fine. And officer pressed his panic button instead of using /panic. Understood. So nobody sneaks up behind me and tries to steal my ride. Because Group 6 would not be happy. Luckily today they changed their policy and they made it so
Hello.
that all the cars are covered. Yeah, I just need to make sure it looks like there's a lot of aircraft activity. They have clearance through tower, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I'm contracted to patrol this airfield through Group 6 and the property owner. I just need to... I don't need any information. I just need to know that they have tower contact.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, stay safe.
You're true.
Now, I don't know if he is running that program. I just have to go glance in the hangar. Make sure nobody's storing anything in there. My round. Hello?
Hello, I have one question.
What is your question, sir?
Is it allowed to buy a fly and then I can have it here?
If you have an aircraft, you don't need Group 6's permission to take off from here. You do need permission from the tower. So if you want, you can go knock on the door and ask them for permission. Thomas should be the tower operator today. I'm just here to make sure the property, nobody gets hurt or nobody is doing illegal stuff on. So I'm just driving around, patrolling, make sure everything's safe, secure. So if you want to get a plane taken off from here or landing here, please ask the tower.
Okay,
Okay?
understand.
So drive safe. This is an active airport. So if you wouldn't mind, you can park your car behind this blue and white trailer here. And there's
Yeah.
like, you can walk to the tower if you don't mind. Um, I know it's a little warm out, but just need to keep you safe.
Oh yeah, I understand.
Yep. Okay. So, yeah, go to the tower, ask for Thomas. He is the tower operator today. And he should give you clearance to take off and land if you need to.
Okay.
My recommendation, stay away from Grapeseed, because I'm not able to... I'm one person and I have 5 properties to patrol. And Grapeseed is... I don't know what goes on up there. So that airfield might not be secure. But this one, I keep it pretty clear.
Okay, nice.
Alright, so stay safe, fly safe, be safe with whatever you're doing.
Yes. Have a good day.
You too. See, and not all situations are going to end out bad. You just play along, be friendly to everybody, make sure they understand that you're not joking with your RP, but to make sure that they know that you are here to secure the property, and be the... I mean, I have no decision on if somebody wants to land or take off. It's just no permits are needed to do that. You just need to contact the tower. The only way you need a permit is if you want to rent out the airfield. So renting out the airfield will basically you contact a Group 6 official, in this case me as the supervisor for Blaine County. I'm calling myself supervisor because, well, nobody else does it. I'm literally, me and CJ do it pretty frequently. Especially me, because I have fun with it. And, yeah, just drive around, make sure nobody has an RPG at the end of that runway. We are armed security guards, so we keep that very clear. Now, the Group 6 cars, we have direct contact to tower if we are near the airfield. One of our antennas can pick up their radio. Not the radio traffic, but a radio signal that leads to them where we can directly talk with a tower official to let them know if we're in the area of that airfield. Oh, we also patrol LSIA. I almost forgot to mention that. But today, we are in Los Santos. Oh, apparently nobody changed the AOP. Lovely. So, our patrol is just about over with that, and with that being almost over, so is this episode. I'm gonna check the satellite radar dishes, and then I'm gonna check dollar pills, because, well, I have nothing to do. I already did the scrapyard, I did the motel earlier. Radar dishes look clear. You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna go check the motel one more time just to be safe. Sometimes with our job at Group 6, we have to double and triple check our work. Now, some people also from the front, I look like a cop. I mean, people don't really think otherwise when it comes to that. So, yeah. AOP is still Los Santos, but everybody wants to be in Blaine County. That guy should have clearance if he, as long as they're in contact with Tower, honestly. It's none of my business what they're doing. Property check. Now, if I'm with my buddy and he calls for help, there is some unlegitness to this. I will go code Amber to him. Also, I will be cutting this episode short, as I do have a meeting to attend, because I am SASP on the server as well as a Civ. I got to I have to attend those, so that's gonna be fun. Hope it's a good meeting, and soon I will be able to come off of my LOA and patrol again. But until then, I must stay off. Unless they absolutely need me, like the other day they did. They had 2 cops on and almost 20 people. So I clicked in, helped out. One of the, I believe it was the administrator, Smith, said I was allowed to keep my LOA and hop into patrol to help out, because there was no police on. Literally, I was backing up an officer as Group 6. Looks good. Now we go to dollar pills. Now again, I don't know where all the police at. That's a stop sign. And that's a flying car. I have a feeling Hyper joined the server. I think he did. So, we're gonna head down to the dollar pills. And for this being a commentary, I'm doing a fairly weird job at it, I feel. Don't judge. I'm trying. Oh, that was the worst pass I've ever done. It seems like it still drives the majority of the hit the push guard. So I'm gonna fly up here real quick, spin around so it's not an illegal U-turn. Also, mediocre property check. Well, guess I'm gonna have to use that Crown Vics. Oh, the driver took off. That's a shame. Well, that was an accident. And I think he's gonna drive off. Yep. There's 911. There's only one bank, so we specify the emergency. Oh, I forgot to do PD. There we go. So now my car should be totaled, and that's what we're gonna do. Total. I'm gonna leave my ambers on, turn on my hazards, and I'm gonna limp it up to the next area if it still rolls, which barely rolls. So it looks like I'm gonna have to get it towed, and I'm gonna have to get a ride to the hub. So I will come back to you whenever the police show up. Yeah, some dude came around the corner here where you just came from and didn't even stop and rammed into my car and then took off running.
Yeah.
So it has a radiator leak. I'm not gonna try to drive it. So get a tow truck out here.
Alright, I'll just
I'm in.
take you back, yeah.
It's all on the dash
I
cam.
teleport to you, CJ.
Now, backstory: our
don't
dash
teleport to
cams.
me yet.
Oh.
Now, our dash cams record audio and video from in the vehicle. So inside our vehicle, it will record audio and video,
You're good.
as well as outside as a dash cam. Forgot to mention that earlier in the video. Sorry about that, guys.
Alright, so how do
So-
I get all this stuff?
Okay, hold on. Just okay. Okay, so this is the new recruit that we're gonna be recruiting today. Okay, Tim, get in the front of the car here.
Well, I need to still take
I will
pictures
take
of
you
the
back.
damage for the insurance. Thanks to the new system. Thanks to the new system, our company now pays for the vehicles that are damaged. Like everything's covered. Uniforms, cars. They allow us to take them home now. Our standard vehicles are the Chargers, but if you wreck, you have to drive a Crown Vic. That's the backup vehicles. Also, our standard loadout is a taser, a pistol, and a shotgun. The AR must be your personal AR.
Okay.
So, if you want to tell him how to get to the uniform, I'm going to start taking pictures,
Yeah,
and we'll drive him to get a vehicle.
and unmute yourself in communications real quick. I need to talk to you.
Okay. Go ahead.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. I feel like since he's a recruit, he has to start out with a Vic.
Nah. Our standard vehicle in Blaine County is a Charger. If he wrecks it, then guess what? He gets a Vic. It's as simple as that.
Okay.
So,
Hop in the back here, bud.
makes life a little bit easier for us.
Let's save the front seat for Mr. Tim.
Also, change your address make a character for Group 6, and change your address to that one.
You ask so much.
Well, it's worth it. That way we can say it's our property.
That's right.
I'm just
Todd
grabbing
Murray,
pictures of the
man.
car. Okay, tell him to turn on push to talk in
Tell me.
Should I be on the Gruppe thing in the CAD?
No. No. Well,
No,
I don't have the access either, so we're just gonna play it as it is right now.
Alright.
Also, we are using push to talk, and so that way when we talk in game.
I've got an awkward mouse, so let me just try and do it.
Okay, I got the pictures of the car, and I'm going to get the tow truck's gonna pick it up now.
Right, there we go. I've got push to talk on now. Can you hear me?
Tell him yes. I am typing.
Yes.
Alright.
Also, recruit, I am the supervisor. I'm Supervisor Tim with Group 6 for Blaine County. The person you see next to me is the Supervisor CJ. He is the supervisor of Los Santos.
Okay.
He runs the Los Santos division. I run the Blaine County division. In Blaine County, we patrol a handful of properties. Dollar Pills at night. They changed their contract from 24/7 to night time. If you have any problems, you contact me or CJ or me, whoever's available. I'll come down and assist because I know our contracts in patrol area. And so basically, we have our hub. It's at 10:08 West Joshua Road. You wreck a vehicle, gets towed there. You hopefully get another Group 6 guy to give you a ride to get your backup vehicle, which will be a Crown Vic. Our start out vehicles, which we get from the company, are Dodge Chargers. No modifications allowed to be done to it. Stay stock. The only thing you can really do is add turbo. We patrol the recycling center. Make sure nobody's back there get hurt. We patrol the airfield in Sandy and in Grapeseed, the Dollar Pills back lot at night, and the old motel, and the boatyard.
Okay.
Other than the Dollar Pills, all those contracts are 24-hour contracts. So any time of day or night, we can go to that property, check it. If somebody's on there and they're trespassing, call 911, get a police officer to remove them from the premises. If they try to put up a fight with you, call a supervisor down. One of us will show up and assist, and we'll try to get everything sorted. I have everything available. I have the information to help the officers. We're here to help the citizens and help the officers. We protect them. If they are on this...
That works.
Well, yep, this is our hub.
Don't hit F4.
Yeah. So basically what happens is we get our uniforms, which CJ will assist you with, and then we go on patrol. We patrol our properties. The Sandy's airfield, CJ and I patrol because it is the most complex one out of them all, and so is the scrapyard and the boathouse. For you to start out, we'll have you do the old motel and the Dollar Pills. Literally, all you have to do with the Dollar Pills: turn on your high beams, your yellow lights, and drive to the and just drive out back, look around, make sure nobody's doing anything. Now, the way we handle things at Group 6, if there's police activity, like if somebody's been shot there or somebody's been pulled over there, we need to get a report to make sure nobody got hurt on the property. So you just ask the officer nicely, be like, hey, I saw there's police activity. Is there any way we can get just a simple report of why they were there and were they hurt? If they were hurt, we need to know. If they were, why they were on there, we need to know for the property owner because that's what they requested from us. So your backup vehicle will be this Crown Vic next to me. Your main vehicle will be that Dodge Charger at the end. We try not to use the Explorers due to their gas consumption. Since we only have so many contracts in Blaine County. I will be grabbing my Crown Vic out of the garage. I got a supervisor one.
I already pulled it out for you.
I got one with my nameplate.
I mean, if anything, I'm usually the one that likes to use the, if I ever feel like it, I'll pull out the Explorer, but otherwise, mostly you'll see me in Charger.
Uh-huh.
Now, our main rule is that if you're leaving the vehicle for longer than, like if I'm stepping away from the vehicle to go behind a property or away from my vehicle, you have to lock it. Now, reason being is that our radios that we can communicate with, they bounce off of our cars. So see the big antenna in the middle of my vehicle? That's what our radios bounce off of that antenna. If we're too far away, our radios become static because they have nothing to bounce off of. The cars are also equipped with onboard Wi-Fi, so your phone connects to it. Lose signal to the Wi-Fi, your phone's going to switch to data. I have Verizon, and Group 6 provides you with a phone through BTT, which is Best Telephone Company, or Best Telecom Service. I don't know what how they acronym it, but you'll get a phone, you'll get a radio. Just make sure if you're gonna call in to us, be closer to your car.
Hmm.
Now this is my backup vehicle because I was in an accident with my Charger, and these things aren't the quickest, so try not to crash or destroy your Charger. Any like blemishes, like scratches, you can bring it back to the hub here and they can buff those out in minutes. No big deal, you don't need to switch vehicles for that. If it's a complete on full front accident like you saw on my Charger, then you have to get it towed and come back and grab a Vic. Because that's what we have on standby. CJ was good enough to get his Los Santos friend to get him a backup Explorer. So if his Charger wrecks, he has his LS Explorer. But in Blaine County, our division has Vics and Chargers.
Okay.
I hope I'm not going too quick or being too confusing.
And
No,
one
it's fine.
thing too about the cars, if you choose so to, you can park your Charger, and if you really really want to, you can drive your Vic if you really want to. It's all up to you, but mainly I'd say stick with your Charger.
Yeah.
Alright.
Because the police know us for Chargers. The only thing you'd have to do is in the CAD system, register the vehicle under your name, or if you want, copy my plate and just say it's a Group 6 standard plate.
46 EEK 572. 47 EEK.
That's the standard Group 6 plate. So you'll be driving that Charger at the end of the lot there. CJ will take you inside and get you your uniform. They're actually really comfortable, so don't have no worries.
What's the rest of the license plate?
It's 46EEK 572.
Okay, thank you.
Yep. Okay, so if you want to hop in that Charger and see how it feels, just look around, get a glance of where everything's at in it, so you know, hey, this is where that is, this is where this is. Mostly, if anybody gives you any issue, just have me or CJ come to you, and we'll assist you. No problem, as long as we're not busy with a scene.
Alright. Can one of you guys change the number plate, please? Because it's kind of like there are so many bugs out for me.
Yeah, CJ
When
can
I try to
assist you with
change
that.
plates.
Mine might glitch out as well. I'm having issues with my F1. So here, I'll take you inside to get your uniform while CJ works on your vehicle. He has to enable the Wi-Fi and enable the radio bounce, because even though it's your vehicle, our radios bounce off of any Group 6 car in the area. So if you're 100 feet away from...
Can I just register it on the CAD under Group 6, right?
No, you'll use your name, but you'll use my plate. If a cop has any questions, just say I'm calling my supervisor, because it's going to be registered under my... The plate will come back to my name, and it'll say Crown Vic. But I'll explain it to him. Here, let me take you inside to get your uniform. I will say these pants are really comfortable. They went all out and spent good money on them. Okay, so hit T and do /EUP, and then go down to security. Then hit enter. Then you'll hit enter and then go to male security uniform, or female if that's what you want to do. It's up to you.
It says restricted.
Are you an LEO in the server?
Nope.
Okay, you're a
I
normal
know how to fix
civ.
this.
Okay, CJ can help you with that.
Okay,
Because
you're gonna-
I'm jobbed as
Yep.
LEO.
Yeah, hold on.
Okay.
Let me finish this.
So CJ's gonna help you out with all that. Don't know why it's doing that to you.
Alright, your car should be ready.
Okay. I'll test his signals to see if I'm bouncing off of him as well as my car.
Okay.
So, if you want to go inside and help him with his
Okay.
uniform.
What you're gonna want to do is go to your your F1 menu works, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so hit F1.
Yep.
Go up to player. Okay.
Yeah.
Just so you know, Tim, I might have to give him the armored
That's fine.
security.
That's fine. As long as it's
It still
under
says
the
Group 6 though on it.
yeah, as long as it still has our markings on it.
Alright, I'll see what I can do, but let's see here. Oh my god. Oh my. What
That's
the
our winter
hell
uniform, I
type of-
believe.
Yeah, no, he had a big. Did you not see the hole in his head?
Oh yeah, I did. No, you must have gotten shot earlier. Oh no. Oh, I know where that's from. Okay. Yeah,
That's
just
prologue, yeah.
Yep.
I don't know how close I can get him to.
that would work. He can have leg holster, I don't
Hey.
mind.
It's a prison guard though.
Ah. Yeah, we don't want prison guard. Now I will say people will call you
Oh,
a
there you
mall
go.
cop and
Found it.
all that. People will call you a bunch of things, but we are actually federal because we do have armored trucks on hand,
Okay. So
and
what
we
you're gonna wanna do-
control all that.
Tim, change your patches on the side of your arm to the
They
gray
are.
and white. On
They
your
are.
screen, the CHP.
Not on my screen, but okay.
Okay, so you're gonna want to go to NPCs, okay?
Mhm.
And then you're gonna go to the S's, okay? S. S is in Sam.
Which one, CJ? Does it look? Is that
It's gonna be security guard.
this one, CJ?
Alright.
On badge.
Yeah, if you just
Security
go
guard.
to the second one. Nope, go back up. Hold on, I'm talking to Tim right now. So, yep, click on that one,
Okay.
and then go to texture 1. There you go. Okay, there you go, and now you just modify that ped to
Okay,
however
now
you
we
want
know,
your guy to
guys.
look like, okay?
Alright.
There you go. So me and him, whose car's going off?
I was unlocking it. Our cars have remote switches and they have something called a rocker on it. So basically, you can leave the car running and step away. You are armed security, so you are allowed to have a shotgun, a pistol, and a taser. We also fall
Okay.
under federal jurisdiction, so we have control over bank
I'm gonna have
stuff.
to go here.
Your bank ID, you will need one of us to
Family
come
issues
in.
going on right now, Tim.
Okay. I'll help him out.
I gotta go, yeah.
So, your badge will come through soon, but until then, just call me out if you need to have assistance at a bank. I can swipe my pass for you.
Someone shoot my ped, please.
And I can walk around. It's all good. So yeah. So as Group 6, we patrol a lot of places. Primarily just the big areas.
I'm gonna stay in this chat, but I'll be back.
The airfield, I'll stick to patrolling that, and whenever we have all the time in the world, I'll show you the patrol around the airfield. It's a little bit complex and annoying, but we do it to make sure nobody pops up with an AK and shoots a plane or a helicopter out of the sky. Same thing with the grapeseed one, but today, since it's just you and I, we can cover the whole county, or this whole area pretty quickly. You're also authorized to have a vest on. It's an undershirt vest, so it's not visible to everybody. So when people complain you have God mode or something, just tell them it's a vest underneath my shirt. Simple as that. I have one on. Also, you will be able to patrol the old motel. So basically what you do, once you enter a property, you turn your lights on by hitting the horn button. If it's nighttime, you turn your high beams on. You enter the property, don't hit anything that would damage the vehicle. Like, you know that big piece of steel on the road there? Try to avoid that. If it's a bump though, I'll show you. You can follow me, I'll show you the patrol routes. Alright? And then once you have a hang of it, we can communicate through our comms in the over the radio.
Okay.
Alright, but when we're this close, we'll use in-game. Again, if any police bother you, have them contact me. And remember, these cars like to get stolen, so make sure you lock them when you leave them. People just love having it.
Add this vehicle quickly so it's registered.
Okay. So to add a vehicle to the CAD, you would go into the CAD's website. I don't know if you already have it or not. If not, I can tell you the address. You'll go
Sorry,
to.
I'm doing it.
Okay, so you need to create a PED with a name, so just whatever you want your name to be, birthday. Set all that up. Set the address to be this location. So this is 1008 West Joshua Road. And once you're done with that, let me know.
Right, there we go.
Okay, the next step, you need to enable your license. So go to DMV, then go to driver's license.
I've already done all of that.
Okay, so all you'll have to do is just add the plate under DMV. Oh, and you need to add a weapons permit for your guns.
Yeah, I did that as well.
Okay, good. So you need the plate numbers, correct?
CJ did them for me.
Oh, perfect. Okay, so just add that plate into the DMV. If you get questions, call me down and I'll assist you, alright?
Yep.
And also, I'm not trying to be rude or anything or sound bossy. I'm just trying not to get in trouble by the police all the time. Trying to keep it somewhat good RP. And yeah. Okay, so if you want to follow me, I will take you around to the patrol routes.
Alright.
And you can imitate what I do with the lights, so you know what I do. And, yep. And if there is police interaction, what I do is basically we need to just get information if somebody was hurt, why they were on the property, and that's it. Police normally cooperate if we're nice to them, so treat them with respect and they'll treat you back with respect. Also, that Charger has a lot of pull to it compared to the Vic, but again, I have to wait till my car gets repaired. So our first patrol route will be the abandoned motel, or the boathouse, whatever comes up first. I think it's the boathouse. I'll show you the patrol around the boathouse. Never mind, it's the abandoned motel first. So entering a property, you are allowed to turn your lights on. You're just not allowed to drive them on, because that will get you pulled over. So you can run over a bed. That's not going to damage your car. You'll just drive through here slowly, look around. Don't hit that frame in the middle, but you can hit that piece of steel. That frame will damage your car. Just drive around, look, make sure there's nothing weird going on. You notice anything, stop, call the police, or approach the person if they're not armed. If you don't think they're armed, tell them to vacate, or else the police will be en route. Once you leave the property, turn your lights off, and then we'll head to the boathouse.
Alright.
So this is a little bit more complex, but it'll give you an idea of how we patrol. So we go along the outside here, and we will start turning, and just look, drive slowly around here, look, because obviously from here you can see inside of that little hut. If there's any vehicles parked here, we are legally allowed to have them towed. But this is the part where it gets fun. So now that we're at a property, we can talk in game. So at night and during the day, at night you'll have your flashlight out. We come out, walk back here, look in the corridors, look in the pool, make sure nobody's hanging out around there. If they are, we just have to tell them to leave, or the police will show up. So like in here, you'll just come in, take a glance. Same thing with the next one over. And then you'll just walk up to the pool. Check. Down. It's clear. Don't want to fall in there, because there's some nasty stuff in there. And then the one place that people like to hide and do drugs and all that is over here. So we just check around the dumpster and in this little corridor here. Once we see it's clear, we go back to our cars. But since we're this far away, our cars should be locked, because if they're not, it gives somebody a chance to either steal them and wreck them, or drive them off into the ocean. And we don't want accidents like that.
Wait, is there any way to make this character less fat? Because he's so slow.
No, once you sprint, it should you should be fine. Okay, so now once you're closer, you can unlock your vehicle. Also, when you get in your vehicle, make sure you don't have your gun in your hand, because we don't want you smashing your window out. I always open my window like that, so I don't have to worry about it. And then from here, we will go to the scrapyard, the dollar pills, and then the airfield, since the airfield's the most annoying. Okay, so now that we're back on driving streets, we have to talk through comms, not through in-game. It gets a little confusing, but once you get the hang of it, it's actually pretty cool. So from here, I know the airfield's right next to us, but that is a little bit more complex. And also, you have to go on the runway. Now, since we are Group 6, we have direct contact if we're in the vicinity of a airfield that we have a contract with. We have access to a radio inside of the tower. So if we need to contact the tower, we can page the tower. Normally the tower handler is Thomas or Justin. They run the tower. And we can just page them and ask them if there's any incoming aircraft. If not, then it's whatever. Oh, we also drive through the radar dishes. Make sure there's nobody hanging out around there. But obviously it's a visual thing. From here you can see there's nobody. you can just move on. Scrapyard's a little bit more different. Wait for the garbage AI. Come onto a property. Look out for bumps because it will send your charger flying.
There's a car here.
That car is the property manager's.
Ah.
So the way this area works is the property manager is constantly here, but we still patrol it. You'll come back here at night. You'll have your high beams on so you can see, but make sure there's nobody stealing stuff because obviously this is a junkyard, scrapyard. People can get stuff. They get stolen, car parts. There's some things that are worth hundreds of dollars. Here is a little tricky. You have to pull in and then back up, and then that patrol is basically done. Unless you want to try squeezing your charger back off to the right there into that little corridor, but I normally don't because nobody's really back there. So from here we'll go to the dollar pills, and literally that is the easiest one. And that's what you need to watch out for. And I do that to AI that like to tailgate me. We also try to respect traffic laws the best we can. This road is a 50 for cars and a 45 for trucks. So we're good to go 55 on this road if we need to. We just can't do any jank passes. Yep, you can pass that truck. Also, this property owner here, he just tells us to swing through here from time to time. It's not really a contract, it's just a courtesy we do. He helps us out with our vehicle repairs. Now there is a bank here, so it's nice to drive slowly, look through the window, make sure there's nothing going on, then you can proceed. Obviously, it's a bank. It's our jurisdiction as well, since it is a federal contract. Or, well, Group 6 is we literally deliver the money, so we're federal in a way. But we have contracts to guard other properties as well. Now the dollar pills, they normally don't like us coming in during the day, so we swing through there at night. But they made an exception for us today since I'm doing a little bit of training for you. So once you pull onto property, you can ignite your lights, and at night you'll have your high beams on, so you can turn those on just so you know. So you'll drive through here with your high beams on. Look, just make sure nobody's doing anything illegal, and then you'll turn them off, turn your normal lights back on if it's nighttime, and then you can proceed out. You're allowed to have your lights on since this is private property. If you pull over on the side of the road, you're allowed to have your lights on. Again, since this is a major parking lot, we drive through, look, and then we can pull out. So I think I covered all the properties except for the airfield, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so the airfield is a little bit complex. I'm not going to do much explaining, just follow along so that way you can learn the route. I'll do a little quick explanation right now. The airfield, you'll drive down the runway quickly as long as you have clearance from tower. You'll drive down, make that left, go down there, and come back out. And then you'll drive down this dirt road that goes along the side and come and follow along there around to the other, and that leads to Panorama. So just follow me and you can learn it.
Okay.
Sorry if it feels like I'm rushing this. I have a meeting in an hour. I am SASP when I'm not civilian. And trust me, the longer you get to keep that charger, the better you are, because these Vics have such they're slow when they're not, since they're not police cars. They are slow.
Yeah, the charge is pretty fast.
Yep, that's why it's our main patrol vehicle in Blaine County, Group 6 Division. In LS or Los Santos, it's primarily the Explorer. Don't know why, but I still drive my Charger since I'm permitted as a supervisor for Blaine County. Alright, so just follow along. I'll show you some tricks that I do. On the airstrip, you have to have your high beams on at night, so that way you're visible, and your flashing lights. So here, just gun it. You don't need to watch your speed on the airfield. I'd say around 75 to 80. You can keep it around. Make sure, just keep your eye out. See anything suspicious, slow down right here. You'll make a right or left, my bad, and just follow this out to the main area of the hangar. And then from here, we'll take the dirt road and come back to the front of the property. So just stick with me. Now, heads up, the Charger can lose traction on this because it is it has more power than the Vic, and this is soft sand. RP status, yes, you can just pretend like you lose traction sometimes if you go too quick. The Vic doesn't lose traction because there's not much power to it. But this is our patrol road. This is the area where you can die. So yeah. Again, you can leave your high beams on around here. It's a private road, so. Okay, and this is the area where it gets confusing. You go straight, that's city property. You turn here, it's a city, and it's still city, but it's also airport jurisdiction, because guess what? Somebody can hide behind that berm or behind this wall here with an AK, an RPG or something, and shoot planes down. We don't want that. So not only are we keeping civilians safe, we're keeping the police safe, because their planes can get shot out of the sky as well. So we try to work as close as possible with law enforcement to keep them running smoothly and safe. Also, we try to be as courteous as possible to law enforcement. If they say please stay in your vehicle or step back, try not to argue with them, but make sure you do get an officer to give you a report on why there was an accident on the airfield. Why were they hurt, etc. Alright?
Yeah.
Now technically you can squeeze through there and still be good. You're still on airport property. Now, here's the fun part. this is what makes this part easy. Check the hangar. High beams, swing through, back out to the gas pumps. If you're low on gas, this property owner allows us to top off here for nothing. And they also give you a car wash. Okay, so you understand the patrol routes for most of these buildings?
Yeah, I do.
I didn't confuse you in any way, did I?
Nope.
And also, I'm sorry if I sound bossy. I'm just trying to make sure that our reputation stays good with the police, because there are some people that don't roleplay the Group 6 properly, and they make us look bad when we do the roleplay as Group 6.
Uh-huh.
So, you did good. You stuck close enough to where it was safe. So I'll give you a pass on your driving. You followed the instructions really well, so I'll pass you on that. And your uniform looks good. So, now I'll give you a quick pop quiz. What happens if you total your charger?
You have to drive a Crown Vic.
Okay. How do you get to that Crown Vic, or back to our hub?
Pardon?
How would you get back to our hub, which is where we started?
In the tow truck?
Well, you would call a tow truck to have your charger towed there, and have another Group 6 or an officer, if they can, give you a ride. If the accident was caused by somebody, if the officer says, I can give you a ride, just say, hey, can you take me back to my hub, the Group 6 hub, which is 1008 West Joshua Road. So if you want to set your character's address to that, so that when they look your name up in the system, it'll be that address.
Yeah, I did.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so final quiz is what happens if your car gets scratches or blemishes on it?
They can be buffed out if you just go back to the hub.
Go back to the hub, or if you come to a authorized car shop, I forgot to mention that, which this place, they buff out the scratches for us as well. So you're good to come here as well. If it's serious, like a deep scratch on the bumper, take it to the hub. They might swap the bumper out. So now that you know our patrol routes and the way we operate, I hope I was courteous and helped you out to the best of my abilities. How would you rate how I did?
10 out of 10.
Well, thank you. So, you are free to patrol properties wherever you need to. Right now it is nighttime, so Dollar Pills has requested us to go examine their back lot. I will handle the airfield for a second. I have to end a couple of captures and audios, and I have to get ready for my my other stuff. Do some paperwork. So if you want to go ahead and do what you need to do, have fun and stay safe. Okay, everyone. Thank you all for watching. I hope you had a wonderful day or night wherever you are. And I hope you enjoyed this video with a little Group 6 tutorial at the end. Trying to help the guy out. Learn the ways of Group 6. Even though I'm not a real...
advising you, Tom, I'm going to be eating here, so I'm not going to be on for a bit.
Okay, I'm going to do my outro, so give me a moment. So guys, thank you all for watching again. Sorry, my friend CJ had to tell me something. So I'm gonna end it here, and then I will have my software ready in case something happens, and I'll record that, upload it, so you guys can see. And thank you all for watching. I hope this brings some insight of Group 6 and how I run it with my friend CJ. We like to keep things professional to our best extent. So thank you all. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
can't see.